Hi guys, nothing to prove here. Today's a beautiful day, because any day one can be out on two wheels is a beautiful day. And yeah, we finally take the Tiger Sport out. Woohoo! Yeah, it's just the fared version of the Trident that came out last year, the #1 successful bike that Triumph sold last year, except for the Tiger 900 sold more. The Trident sold 15,000 units last year. So Trident said, let's put a fairing on it, give it a 7-position adjustable windscreen, make the wheelbase longer, lower the pegs, done. That's what they've done. Those are the updates. Yeah. What are the updates? Here, you're looking at the fairing adjustable windscreen. 39mm wider handlebar, and the handlebar is closer to the rider. Also for the rider, the foot pegs are a little lower, and the swing arm is 17 mils longer to give it a little more stability. The suspension was raised up 30 millimeters, so it's now 150 mils, and also the tank was given 3 more liters from 14 to 17. So those are the basic updates from the Trident to this. Motor is exactly the same. They didn't need to, it was already good the way it was. Now let's get into the competition. Yeah, who is #1 on this list? Take a look there. Yeah, you can tell it's the Tracer. I have these arranged by weight. That's why the Tracer's listed first there. Second is the Honda, then third is this. Yeah, 206. And then you go all the way down. Who's the heavyweight in this group? Yeah, I never thought I would call the 750 GS a heavyweight. Well, I guess when you compare it to other BMWs, it's a lightweight, but now in this group, it's a heavyweight. Also, power. Who's #1 on this list? Yeah, you're looking at it right there. This bike. Torque though, yeah, the BMW's cheating though, because that's more motor, more weight, more price, and more torque. So there you go, they all go together. But overall, look at where the Sport is hanging in there with the torque at 64. The only thing beating it will be the Honda and the Tracer 7. It's hard to beat that CP2 motor though. That said, how did this powertrain feel on the street? The powertrain is typical Trident, but I can still feel, wow, that's a lot of wind on my helmet. It's right here. Let me bring this up, guys. There, that's a little quieter. There. Yeah, Trident, true Trident. But I can still feel this progressive throttle. It's not going to bother you as long as you don't try blipping or shifting without the clutch. So, which most of us don't, right? 99% of us don't do that. So, you know, unless you try to do this, there's down to 4, you know, or back up to 5. It's really difficult to get the timing down to do that, and that's my only complaint about this progressive throttle. But most of us are going to do exactly that, just to use a clutch. That's what it's intended for, unless you get the quick shifter on here. This one does not have the quick shifter, but it's got low down grunt right around 3 grand is where it's at. Well, closer to 4. Then it starts to climb. Watch it climbing, and then really starts to holler at 6. Oh yeah. Okay, I gotta be careful here. These are new tires, please stick. Yeah, then it starts to howl at 6 grand here. So yeah, overall this powertrain, yeah, it's the tried and true, it's tried and true Trident. So there are no complaints to this powertrain at all. Yeah, because this progressive throttle is just a thing of preference. See there, I'm shifting nicely. It's generally smooth all the way through the gears. Yeah, this is getting 2 thumbs way up. Boom, boom. All right, now let's come up to the chassis, guys. You can see these non-adjustable forks there. These are separate fork function Showas, and 150 mils of travel, where the Trident is 120. Mounted to 310 discs with 2 piston Nissans there. And then on the back, you have your remote adjuster over there, hydraulic, and it feeds right into there. 150 mils of travel. A single piston floating Nissan mounted to a 255 disc. Now, how did this chassis feel on the street? All right, let's try that rear brake and see how it feels. Oh yeah, good feel, good feedback. Yeah, this looks good. It is no problems, no complaints whatsoever. Now let's try the front. Yeah, good. Okay, I have to apply more pressure than I would like on the front, but since this is aimed at your beginners, if you accidentally grab a handful of brake, this isn't gonna kill you, although it's got ABS, so it's not gonna kill you anyway. But maybe that's what they were planning for with these brakes, front and rear. They both require a little more pressure than my BMW 1250 RT. I have to apply less pressure on a bike that weighs almost double this. No, 50% more than this. But this not adjustable front is doing well on this bumpy surface. It actually is doing fairly well where it's these non-adjustables. Now the rear is preload, but I don't think I would move it around at all, lighten her up at all. You can actually hear the bumps in my voice. That's why I'm going down this bumpy road for this section, just to see how it feels on this bumpy road, and it's actually doing a very good job, all things considering. Here, now let's pull over. Now nobody's behind me. And how does this is a good spot to show you guys just there. Huh, that was easy to reach neutral. This is how I look on the bike. Now let's shut her down, and now both my feet are flat on the ground, and I'm 5'10", 178 centimeters. So this is how I look sitting on this bike. My knees are slightly bent. I have a 32-inch inseam, so it's pretty good. No real complaints, actually, guys. All right, let's continue on with the rest of this bike. Look at this. I kind of like this finish as it glistens in the sun there. That's actually plastic, but it's a nice touch. But what I want to show you guys is right here and here. It's already set up for the Triumph hard cases. You don't have to buy any racks or anything. You can just get the Triumph hard cases, boom, plug them in. Nice big grab rails here. And as we come around to the other side, yeah, there's your hydraulic preload adjuster, and that's nice because it's on this side of the bike, which is nice. On some of the bikes it's on the other. I like that. 835 mils, and it is nice and wide here. It's nice and narrow here, and then nice and widens out here. Although I don't think you're going to have a big passenger on the back here, but you can get the lower seat, 25 mils lower. Tank 17, Trident 14. But with this filled up, it's 206 kilos. How do those kilos feel? Oh, it's got good pull. It's got good grunts. It's not quite to the level of the CP2. Oh yeah, I'm liking it. I really am liking this. Usually it takes me 10-15 minutes to get accustomed. I've been on for less than 1 minute and I'm already clutchless through the gears, braking hard. Wow, this thing has got some pull from 120 to 140. Did you guys see that? Here, watch this. Let's get down to 120 and now just roll on. Oh, that's pretty good. Oh, that's really good. For 80 horse, this is pretty good. And the wind is hitting me right about mid visor, you know, I'm 5'10", 178 centimeters tall. Let's come up to the controls and display, guys, right here. Very simple controls. Never thought I would say that about a Triumph. I just got off the big adventure bike, that's why. It's very simple. TFT here, color TFT with an LCD display on top. You can vary what you want to see here. Different things go through. But overall, it works. Simple for this price range, kind of like the Tracer 7. Very basic, very simple. It works. Now, verdict, guys. Yeah, you see me pause. I'm hesitating. I love the CP2 motor in the Tracer. It's hard to pass that up. But as the entire package, I think I like this better. If I had to put my money down, if I have to give a recommendation to my wife, which is who I'm talking to now, this over the Tracer. Yeah, that's what I would take. If it were my decision, I would take this over the Tracer. So there you have my verdict, guys. Although I wish this had the adjustable manually front forks like on the Tracer. That's nice, where you can dial it in. So if I'm gonna do track days, get the Tracer. If not, get this, although 99.999% of us are gonna buy this for the street use. Never take it to a track. Is probably why Triumph gave the show us separate fork functions non-adjustable, because they're already pretty darn good to begin with. So there's my verdict, guys. Yeah, you see it, 2 thumbs up. I hope you've enjoyed this review, guys. As always, guys, ride safe. That's most important on the list. And number 2, guys, ride like there's nothing to prove. Take care.